Hey, you guys, it's Life of Nikki Lee podcast. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you're doing well and living your fullest every day. So, happy Friday to you all, and we're going into the weekend. I hope wherever you are, you're enjoying some good weather. Hope it's not too hot. Y'all know it cuts up in the summertime. I'm from the South. Trust me, I know. And then when you stay somewhere where it's not only hot, but humid, it's like 10 times worse. So I hope you guys are staying hydrated. Hope you guys are drinking your water. Just stay cool, by all means necessary, please. Don't go out there and have a heat stroke on your girl, okay? We need everybody to stay in good health, okay? All right, so today, you guys, what I want to talk about is capital punishment. I want to talk about the American justice system and why it is failing us as a country. Now, before I get into all this, these are my thoughts. These are my opinions. This podcast is not aimed at, directly offending anyone, but these are my own opinions. This is not me spreading false information. It's just simply what I think and feel, okay? So as we were talking about capital punishment, why it is failing us as a country. First of all, I just want to say this. Today's society, I don't know how often you guys watch the news, but there's too much going on. It just seems like it's getting more and more crazy. Like the stories are getting more and more wicked. People are so comfortable committing crimes these days. They are so comfortable committing crimes. Like you see just the craziest things on the news. And just within this last couple of months, I have just seen and heard about some horrendous stories. The crime is getting out of hand. You got these younger people, they're out here just robbing, stealing. They don't care, There was a guy from my hometown, God rest his soul. He was a social worker, and he went to a park, got robbed by some 19-year-old punk and shot and killed, And it was just so sad because about 11 months prior to that, his father had been killed by one of their own family members, And I was just like, people, and then the way his father got killed, and I don't want to put too many details out there, but basically the father was shot and set on fire by his cousin, I believe. So it's just horrendous, truly sad, truly heartbreaking. And when you hear stories like this, the first thing that comes to mind is what's going to happen to these people. It's just not fair that their victims don't get to live their life and these jerks get put behind a jail cell and they get 3 meals and a bed. And not to mention other resources, access to the computer, whatever the case may be. To me, it's just not fair that they get to just go on with their lives, even if it is behind, bars. It's not right. And June 3rd, I want to say there was a young lady, I want to say her name was Bianca Ellis, right? So this woman, she walks into a grocery store, and I'll be brief because this too is just so sad and triggering. She walks into a grocery store, right? She's on camera, okay? She takes 2 knives out of the packaging in the store. She's walking around with this huge knife in her hand. There's a woman and her 3-year-old child in the basket coming out of the store. And I think she accidentally, bumped into Bianca, or Bianca bumped into her, or whatever, But Bianca turns around and follows this woman out of the store. And would you believe that she stabbed and killed that woman's 3-year-old son, JR, God rest his soul, killed that woman's son and tried to stab the mother to death. And when she went to court, right, the dad, bless his heart, he's sitting there, he's you can clearly tell he's beside himself, and he's just trying to hold it all together. And he's asking the judge, asking the judge for no bail for this woman. Completely understandable. Why does she even deserve a bond? Why does she even deserve a trial? This woman, it's on camera what this woman did. And then she has the nerve to show up to court. You know, she's laughing, she's smiling, she's just carrying on, trying to act crazy, trying to act like she's just not mentally well. I am so tired of that. I am so tired of people who commit these heinous crimes and then they go to jail and they try to act like they're crazy so they can get put in some, institution instead of just going straight off to the prison system. That's another thing. I'm so tired of people trying to weaponize mental illness. You do have some people out there who are actually mentally ill and they're not in their right mind. They don't know what they're doing. But this woman right here, she knew damn well what she was doing. She knew damn well what she was doing. And she came in there, just crazy. She's not even sorry about what she did. This woman killed a baby and she's not even sorry about what she did. And I'm just sitting here the whole time thinking, now what's going to happen to this woman? Are they going to say, oh, she's not fit to stand trial? Bullshit. That's so crazy to me. I was just like, you know what? If the laws were set up to where people were getting the same thing they were giving to their victims, I guarantee you, they would think twice about doing something stupid. And speaking of taking advantage of the prison system, you had some of y'all, don't get ticky about this. Like I said, these are my thoughts and opinion. And also, I'm not transphobic or anything like that. I just call it like I see it. Out there, I want to say, is it New Jersey? I want to say it's New Jersey, but you basically had someone who identified as a transgender woman, and they put him in jail with female inmates, right? So he gets 2 of the female inmates pregnant, and apparently the transgender inmate forced themselves onto these female inmates and got them pregnant. And now they have shipped this transgender off to a male facility. Now, this is all alleged that it was said that he told other female inmates when they got there that he did not identify as a transgender woman and that he liked women. Now, even though he presented himself to be, and don't come at me with the whole, you mispronounced the pronoun, whatever. Miss me with all that. You basically have someone who finessed the system. And as a result, 2 female inmates, they got SA'd and they got pregnant. My question is, why do you feel like when you go into the prison system that you should have special accommodations? You're there to serve your time like everybody else. And see, this is where you have to be careful with, like when they say transgender rights and all that other stuff. By all means, if you are a happy, free tax-paying citizen and you're not problematic in society, by all means, I understand, live comfortably, live well. But you have to be careful when you have people who get into the prison system who identify as such, because you have people who will just straight up lie and say that they identify as transgender just simply to get better accommodated. So where they won't have to deal with certain things. And to me, that's insane. That's crazy because, all you have to do, you haven't had any post-op surgery, but all you have to do is say, oh, I identify as this, and they're going to accommodate you. Now, I know all states probably won't do it, but the fact that some of them are even doing it is mind-boggling to me. I feel like when you go into the system, right? You got female parts, female. You got male parts, male. And you go where you are designated to go. And that's just how it should be. Straight up, point blank, period, done with it. You know, it's just not fair to say, oh, I identify this, so you have to accommodate me. First of all, you're in the prison system. They don't give a shit about you anyway. You don't get these special accommodations. I'm sorry. That's just what it is. You know, and I just don't understand. My problem is not only with, you know, these people who commit these acts. My problem is also with the people who work for this so-called justice system, who allow these people to have repeated offenses, right? You have a guy from Louisiana who basically, he unalived a 4-year-old. He kidnapped these 2 young girls. He unalived the youngest one, the 4-year-old. And now he's, you know, they've caught him and they brought him back to prison. But I thought to myself, if you look at this man's criminal history, this man was a time bomb waiting to explode. Okay. Multiple offenses. You know, he had a rap sheet the size of a book. And yet he kept getting chance after chance after chance. Look what he did. What I need the justice system to understand is most times these people do not get better. Giving these people chance after chance is diabolical, damn near demented, in my opinion. It's absolutely ridiculous. You should not get, you know, a chance to repeat offenses time and time again. You're either going to abide by the law or you're not. And then just for them to get off again and again and again, just to go out there and take someone's life, that's insane. Absolutely insane. You know, in Detroit, Michigan, you had the young lady who she went and got 75 cents worth of gas, right? And this is where I'm talking about where people are so comfortable, you know, just doing the most evil, heinous things, right? This young lady went and got 75 cents worth of gas. She texted her boyfriend, you know, she's like, oh, you're going to feel the same pain that I feel. And she set his house on fire. She set his house on fire. His mom, who was upstairs, she was, I want to say she was partially paralyzed, and she's upstairs. She couldn't really move. She couldn't escape the house fire. And this woman, unfortunately, she perished. She perished in the house fire. All because this heifer decided that she wasn't happy with her boyfriend. I don't know what transpired between them, but, you know, setting the house ablaze and taking his mom out, that you're evil. You're just evil. You know, then this girl goes to McDonald's. She goes and then she purchases, you know, dope or whatever. And I'm thinking to myself, girl, you weren't right in the head anyway. This is the conversation that we need to have as a country. Why is the American justice system failing us so badly? This is so ridiculous. I personally feel like you live by the sword, you die by the sword. I feel like they need to bring back more harsh punishments, because I guarantee you, if they brought back things like the electric chair and certain forms of capital punishment, I guarantee you that a lot of people would think twice before doing the things that they do. Because you got people out here so comfortable, you know, killing their, you know, spouses or whoever. They're so comfortable doing it because they know, oh, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to go play crazy. And yeah, I'll get 3 meals and a cot. And even if they don't get into some, you know, behavioral facility, it's just the fact that they get to move on with their lives and possibly get out of jail one day while their victims don't get that chance. It is absolutely sad, sickening, and ridiculous. And I feel like all 50 states, should bring back things such as the electric chair and however other harsh punishments you want. And you know what? The people who actually committed these crimes, I'm not talking about allegedly. I'm talking about it's right there. It's on camera. You saw it. They did it. They shouldn't even get a trial. They shouldn't even get a trial. I feel like in all 50 states, they should make it to where people there should be an immediate execution ruling. I'm just going to say it. You're comfortable going out there, taking someone's life. Bye. Bye. You didn't give your victim a chance. Why should you get one? That way you wouldn't have, the weight, senseless spending of taxpayers' dollars. And not only that, you wouldn't worry about overcrowding of prisons either. But we all know the prison system is a business, right? They get paid off of each inmate. But I'm telling you, if they don't start making more harsh laws, and I know that I can't remember what state it was, but they're about to start stepping up about people who are doing things such as theft. They're about to make it a whole felony. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, you're doing that for people who are just stealing. What are you going to do for the people who are out here unaliving people and taking their lives? Like, all 50 states need to step it up. Like, this is madness. It is complete madness. So I just want to know your thoughts and opinions. Leave your comments down below. Tell me what you think about, capital punishment. Do you feel that, it's good where it is, or do you think that our justice system is failing us? So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This is Nikki Lee signing out, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.